the industry, quote unquote, sports betting industry, is real angry at the politician that put forth this bill in New York,
Oh.
Paul Tonko,
Tonko?
who put out the bill Betting on Our Future Act, which would prohibit any sports betting advertising and marketing on television, radio, and the internet.
Oh, boy.
He wants to ban it all.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Does he
as
wanna ban
expected,
shows then? Like, too, like
I don't
ours? Are
know.
we banned?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to ban at least
Well,
sponsoring
but we're
our
not
show.
just a gambling show. We can push that,
We're not.
right? We're not. We're
Right.
talking about
But it
other
would
things.
be, we can do whatever we want because that's freedom of speech. It's who is our sponsor is the question. Like your
Wait a
hat
second.
could
Wait, wait,
exist.
wait, 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 wait. So this bill would not allow us to be sponsored by a sports book?
Correct. In New York. We're not in New York,
We got
but in
people
New
in New
York.
York that watch the show.
Correct.
So we couldn't move to New York and do the show because they would tell us
Correct.
we couldn't take the money?
Correct.
Man, this all sounds like some bullshit to me. No?
Well, there's a lot of people who are really not happy about this at all because he wants to make this federal. Okay. He's not taking this just in New York. He's taking this federally. This is a federal question as well as a state question.
So so counselor, let me ask you this question then.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean you can't advertise on a Super Bowl?
Sports books could not advertise anywhere federally. A sports bet. You could not add anything. No sports betting advertising anywhere.
So we get the games back without the advertising?
Correct.
No, I could come around to this as a consumer. But then, I mean, let's talk this out. Value for shows that know sports betting,
Uh,
that talk about sports betting, but just aren't sports betting shows like the Jeffersons moving on up, right?
uh-huh.
Like the
Yep.
value of that, I would think, would be escalating.
So Martin Leica, who is the senior vice president of American Regulatory Affairs and Responsible Gaming for Entain, big company.
Uh-huh.
Just like any other ban, I fear that it would be counterproductive and it may encourage patrons to start betting with black markets. Licenses could lose a critical channel to reach consumers that goes hand in hand with the RG responsible gaming messaging.
Oh boy.
I mean, somehow he's trying to tie this to responsible gaming. Man, that is quite the bridge you're building there, dude. That is quite the bridge. Hey,
Woo!
you gotta
I
let us
can
advertise.
I'll
If
put
you
the
don't let us
dark ones on.
advertise, we can't advertise responsible gaming. You gotta let us be able to do that. The fuck are you talking about? Like, what?
What was that move? Like, that was talk about a bridge to nowhere. What was that?
So it's a really interesting PR spin of like,
Wow.
if we
Wow.
can't advertise our responsible gaming messages either. Right. Like people remember what you're talking about when you see the 100 bets off commercial that comes out. Yeah.
It's always the small print too.
Yeah,
The
right.
responsible gaming is like the last thing. It gets 3 seconds of airtime and it's unreadable. It's there,
Right.
they got these stars that they're paying millions of dollars to do these ads, and now they're not gonna be able to pay them, and they're gonna threaten them back with, "Well, if we can't advertise on the games, we can't talk about the responsible gaming part of it too."
Yeah, this quote is a little bit. I've never heard of B Global Managing Partner. I don't know who that is, but Brendan Bussman said this is just another example of overreach by the federal government on an issue that the SCOTUS said is a states' rights issue. This is a government that can't pass a budget, can't figure out a border, let alone can't figure out what flow is flying over its own airspace, and they think they can regulate sports betting advertising. Give me a break.
Wow, where's that guy from? Where's Busman from?
B Global Managing Partner, whatever that is.
Gotta be English, right? Or is he
Maybe, I don't know, but
is
he's
not
not
here.
taking shit from anybody.
He's
He's
not
not.
here. He's not in the US, that's for sure.
Yeah,
That's I mean, because he just threw the entire administration, everybody,
everything.
he threw
Yeah,
them all under
he
the
threw them
bus.
all under the bus. He threw everybody under the
Backed
bus.
up, beep, 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 beep,
Yep.
beep, beep, and ran him over again. Wow. Interesting, like you like to say. I love the use of interesting. We've taken so much and shared so much with each other and learned so much from each other, and I love to just lean back and go, "Interesting." I mean, Madeline does it. It's
Yes, she
so
does.
funny.
She does it. She's like, "Interesting." Like, that
Kendall
is a
does it every
yeah,
once in a
it's a
while
very
too. It's pretty
interesting
funny.
little tidbit there. So, I would think this bill is DOA, but it's gonna be fun if it actually gets to a vote and see who
Yeah.
actually votes on it. Who tries to federally ban? Because here's the only thing that pisses me off is that because we can't have a federal law for sports betting, now we're gonna have a federal ban on something involving sports betting? Come on, man.
What are
Come
we
on,
doing?
bro.
Get
What are
it
we doing?
right at the beginning. Let's
What are we doing,
figure out
bro?
the come
Yeah.
on, right?
What
Stop,
what are we doing, bro? Stop it.
please.
That's really just stupid.